Hello, my name is Tylluan Penry. I'm a solitary pagan witch. I'm an author and the founder of the Wolf and Howl Press. Today's little chat is going to be about rules and discipline within spirituality. Do we need them? And I can hear Homer starting to pant in the background. Somebody moved the table when I tried to do a video earlier, so I had to cut it short. So anything could happen. Anyway, rules and discipline. I have to admit, I am not a rules person. It's difficult to explain why. Partly it was to do with my childhood. My mother had endless rules, all of which were completely mad, and eventually I found my way round how to circumvent them. I went to a school which was full of rules. The first day you got there, they gave you 3 pages of rules that you had to learn in the first fortnight, and then you'd be tested on it. And again, I used to find all sorts of ways to get around this. But that doesn't mean I'm undisciplined. I'm not. I'm very disciplined, actually. If I can see a need for a rule, like, I'm in lockdown at the moment, well, yes, I can see the reason for that. I don't want to catch COVID, so I don't want to see anybody who might bring COVID to my door, including the postman. He now has to put things on a shelf the other side of the gate. That makes sense to me, and so I will abide by that. There's lots of things I will do. Thank you, Homer. This could be fun. But something my father said to me many years ago, and I remember chatting to him once and saying, yeah, I don't like rules. I can't see the point of them. And he said, yes, he said, that's fair enough. He said, I don't like them much either. But he said, if you don't accept discipline, then you have to impose self-discipline, because otherwise you're just going to get anarchy. You're going to get a mess. And it'll be something you find you can't work in. So that's quite interesting, really. Is that true? I don't know. I found it true in my life. I've always been very self-disciplined. I will do what I need to do as much as I can. But woe betide someone who tries to give me rules that have no meaning, no sense in them. So that's something to bear it in mind. Homer's thinking about it, obviously, aren't you, Homer, dear? Stay there a minute, darling, all right? Oh, poor little man. He's ancient. He really is. And sometimes he likes to join in. Anyway, so yes, we do have to be disciplined. We do have to sort of say, well, I'm going to put aside a certain amount of time for study. I'm going to work on things like critical thinking, which is tremendously important if you're working on your own. You do have to work on critical thinking so that you are able to take an argument and see what's behind it, see whether it is what it seems to be. This is where we go with conspiracy theories, that people will accept some of the most ridiculous theories and they will start telling everyone, no, this is true, you're a sheep, and all this sort of thing. Doesn't go down well with me, so please don't do it in the comments. I don't want it. But yeah, we do need to study. I mean, you can take time. You can study a new craft, a new language. You can study, if you're not scientifically based, go and study a bit of that. If you're not keen on history, go and study a bit of that. It all helps. It rounds us out. The old idea of Renaissance man was that it was somebody who was very well-rounded in their education. They understood poetry, they spoke Latin and Greek, and they claimed to anyway. They appreciated art. They could do all sorts of things. They could go anywhere, do anything. They could sing madrigals, doesn't matter. And this is the idea of the Renaissance man. Now, it's a bit extreme for us, perhaps, but I think we do need, and it's useful for us in lockdown to discipline ourselves to do a little bit of study. Find something that you often find difficult and start to, look at YouTube videos, listen to talks. You'll agree with some and not with others, and that's normal. That's fine. Don't worry. Don't only listen to things that you agree with. Listen to things you don't agree with and work out why you don't agree with them. That's important. I think sometimes people are a little bit too, they pick the easiest way. They pick the things they like to do. And you've got to be very careful with that. I mean, if you only pick things you like doing and you never try and stretch yourself, you're never going to grow. spiritually, mentally, emotionally, or any of it. And I think that's something we all need to do. And this is something about the lockdown and even if you're not locked down like me, you are probably socialising a bit less. Well, I hope you are anyway in this time of crisis and poor health. So, yeah, if you have a little more time on your hands, if you do, make use of it and enjoy it. It's a chance to grow. You know, the plants grow in the dark when we can't see them. The seeds grow down in the earth where we don't see them, and suddenly they spring up and you think, oh, look at that. You know, so it's the same with us. That's what we're doing too. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the matter. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thank you ever so much for listening. I do appreciate it. Goodbye.